Welcome back to the Sing Confidently Live Creatively podcast. Estelle here. I'm a singer, actor, and vocal coach here to help you build confidence as a singer and performer and a creative. And today we're talking about this entire journey and how we can stay inspired, specifically if you are on this journey or you just recently started this journey of beginning to pursue this professionally. I'm kind of feeling us as I see people coming into the Facebook group, as I see some of you guys that I'm working with in free consultations or in private lessons, and just seeing where I'm moving to personally. Like I'm seeing that we have people who are pursuing this professionally, pursuing singing professionally, or really wanting to be doing musical theater, wanting to be singing gigs, wanting to be performing, or are currently doing it actively. And you're serious about this. Like you're not playing jokes. Like you are not here to play or mess around. Like you really want to be doing this. You want to be performing, you want to be a creative, and you want to be intentional about it, whether it's a side hustle, whether it's a fun gig thing that you're doing, but like you really want to do well. Like you are serious and intentional about doing this. Otherwise, you would not be signing up with me for voice lessons, or you would not be, coming to the Facebook group and like trying to connect with other artists. So like I know that you are there wanting to pursue this with intentionality, and you are wanting to become a professional singer and performing artist. And you know what? I'm on that journey with you. I've been on this journey for the last few years since I started my program in my master's in music and music education. But even before that, like I was already auditioning, and I like got my first paid acting gig and like all these things before I even got to my master's program. And now I'm finishing my master's program, and I just finished, and I'm like, okay, this like it's go time. Like we are here, we're ready to go, pursuing our careers in the performing arts space as singers. And I want to just share like some things that I have been doing and am wanting to continue to do to stay inspired on this journey, because it's very easy to start this journey. And for me, starting it a few years ago and then, getting into grad school, and like there have been so many moments where I really did feel like, am I even on the right path? Like, God, please make sure like I'm doing the right thing. All these, we come up against trials and challenges. And there are absolutely going to be times when you are pursuing something that God has put in your heart to do, and that you are meant to be singing, performing, developing your creative skills and gifts in the performing arts space, whether it's singing live music in your local city or town, whether it is auditioning for musicals, whether it is going to sing at open mic nights every week for fun, whether it is singing at weddings or events, whether it is teaching music, teaching guitar, teaching dance, teaching singing like I am. You are doing something in the performing arts space that you are passionate about and that God has put on your heart to do. You want to be a blessing to people. You want to tell stories from the stage. You want to inspire people with music and with the arts. Guess what? Things are going to come in your way to challenge that. There are going to be challenges that come, right? And so, sorry, I just had to take a sip of my water. You can hear the ice clinking in my bottle there. So when those challenges come, we as singers, as performers who are pursuing this professionally, we have got to be ready. We've got to be ready to stay motivated, to inspire ourselves no matter what, and to keep going. Otherwise, we're going to give up on the dream that took so much courage for us to even step out and say, okay, I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to be a performer. I'm going to do this creative thing. That takes so much courage for us to then give up because we face challenges or we don't feel motivated or inspired along the journey. Like, absolutely not. I'm not standing for that. And I don't want you to stand for that either. And so, what we're going to do is we are going to keep ourselves inspired to keep going. And I have a few really key things that are going to help you when you implement them, when you do the things. This is how you can keep yourself inspired. This is how you can keep yourself from giving up, because I don't want you to give up. I don't want myself to give up. I don't want any of us to give up. And so This is what I want to inspire you with. I really, really hope that you will take these to heart and put them into practice, take action on them. Do not push this aside. Like, this is not an episode that I want you to like just like listen to and like forget about in 2 seconds. Like, no, I want you to take notes if you need to. I want you to come back to this if you need to. This is what you need to do in order to keep going, in order to stay inspired. You have to be intentional. You got to be very, 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 very intentional about how you are keeping yourself inspired. The first thing to do to stay inspired, this is what I have been doing, and this is what's going to help you, is crucial. It is crucial that we do this as artists. We have to do this. There's no way about this. There's no way around this. Number one, in order to stay inspired, you got to connect with other performers as much as possible. Stay connected, and not just anyone, but performers who are also having the similar mindset to you of like, I'm doing this no matter what. Not performers who are down on themselves, who are getting lost in negativity. Obviously we want to encourage each other, we want to support each other, but I want you to intentionally be getting around other performers who are doing the thing, who are really, really inspired and like going after it. I feel like I'm like really energized today. Like, is this like hyping you up? Okay, let me take a breath. Whew, I feel like I'm getting very, very hyped up. Okay, but it's because I care. I care about us not giving up. But we have to connect with other performers as much as possible who are really, really digging their heels in and not giving up. So this can be following people on social media that you really admire, that you are maybe are aspirational or just like inspirational and encouraging, and they have the right mindset that you are working to develop in yourself regarding your art. That's a great way to do that. But that's like a starting place, I would say, like a jumping off point. I really recommend, as much as possible, like one-on-one interaction and like making those genuine connections. So maybe this is connecting with other people in your dance class, right? Asking them why they decided to take the class. Like, what are they doing outside of the class? Maybe they'll tell you about an audition that you didn't even know about, right? Like, so many things can happen when you just ask questions and connect with other artists, and you'll be inspired by them. Maybe you'll learn like, oh, I'm also doing this other class, this acting class. You can come to this acting class. Oh, amazing. Or you tell them about what you're doing and you guys encourage each other. So ask people in your dance class, in your acting class, if you're taking a singing class where it's like a group singing class or a choir in church or your community choir, connect with those other singers. Ask them what they're doing to grow. How are they helping themselves grow outside of class? Ask questions that help you to connect with these other performers and be really, really intentional. And one way to connect with another performer is to take class with them. Take class with me, take a lesson with me. I have free consults available like all the time. You can literally chat with me for free. Let me inspire you one-on-one. But also I have group classes coming up this summer, you guys, and I would love for you to join. If you haven't joined the wait list, go and sign up. I'm going to be taking people off the wait list to like share a discount for your first class. So you can join the first class for like super, super low. And just like, there's no excuse for you to get into the class. So go join the waitlist at creativelybyestelle.com/collective, creativelybyestelle.com/collective, because in this class, we're actually going to get to connect with each other as singers. And you're going to be so inspired by the end of every single class. You're going to be so inspired to take the exercises, the warm-up exercises that I've taught you, and do them throughout the week. You're going to be able to be inspired to, maybe you'll hear someone else sing and get coached on like how they can improve their pitch or their resonance. And then you can go and apply that to your song that you're working on. Or you're going to learn a cut of a song, and maybe that you really like the song that we learned in class, and you're going to go and now learn the rest of it and use it for an audition or something. Like, so many things can happen when you get around other people who are doing the thing you love to do. Like, don't sleep on that. Do not sleep on that. So yeah, join the class if you would like to work with me, and maybe private lessons aren't for you, or it's just a little bit too pricey. Group classes are less expensive and they allow you to still get coached, or at least hear other people get coached, even if you don't want to get your own coaching that day. You can listen to other people get coached. You get exercises that you can go and apply. You get to learn a song, like all these things that we get to do in a class together. And like at the end of the class, you're going to feel so good about what you're doing and your journey. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more inspired because you took that action and because you got around other people. So connect with other performers as much as you can who are on the same kind of wavelength mindset wise as you, who are really wanting to be intentional about what they're pursuing, who love to create, who love to storytell, and who are, have a positive outlook on their careers and their journeys and all that. Because, you also don't want to be, around other performers who are maybe in a negative season. You want to make sure that you're being inspired. So yes, connect with other performers. Again, go to creativelybyestelle.com/collective. If you haven't joined the waitlist, I would really, 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 really love to see you in a class. And I don't want you to miss out on a special discount. So go and join the waitlist ASAP, literally right now, because by the time you hear this, I might be wrapping up, like taking people on the waitlist. So please go and sign up right now. But yes, that's number one. If you're writing notes, connect with other performers as much as possible. Number two, this is the next thing if you're writing notes. Okay. In order to stay inspired, it's really, really important. And this is hard because, all of us are in different places with time wise and finances and all that stuff. But as much as you possibly can, it really helps to be intentional about seeing performances live. Like go and see live concerts, shows, music. There are a lot of free opportunities to like just go to open mic nights at your local coffee shop or whatever. There are, and those are free. But there are also, of course, things you can pay for. You can pay for actual like, concerts, and shows and musicals and stuff like that. Local musicals at your, local university or at your, your community theater. And yeah, you do have to pay, but usually depending on if you're a student, there are discounts or different types of discounts that you can find. But even then, it's really, really worth it. Even if it's just like once a month, like getting out to see a show, going to a concert, it really will inspire you to see other performers on stage doing what you want to do, right? So really be intentional about seeing shows, seeing concerts live, like not just watching movies or pro shots, which are great too. Like I love to watch a show, I love a musical, I love to watch a TV show or movie musical or whatever on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, but like really try to go in person to see live theater, live music, live performances. It will, oh my gosh, it just fills your heart to see, oh my goodness, these are performances. These are performers who maybe are even local to me, who live like right down the street or in my town or in my city or the city over, and they are doing the thing. That will inspire you when you feel like giving up. Trust me, when you feel like giving up, go and see a show that will keep you going. Okay, and then the third tip that I want to share, and maybe I'll share a bonus tip, but the third main tip is that in order for you to stay inspired on this journey as you're pursuing this professionally, sorry, my phone went off. I'm going to turn that off real quick. But as you're pursuing this professionally, I want you to focus on being intentional about reminding yourself of your why. Remind yourself of your why. I've talked about this before, and I will say it again, and I'll probably say it again way more because it is so important to know your why. Otherwise, girl, you're going to give up. Like, you will give up if you don't know why you're doing the thing you're trying to do, especially because this is not just like any other job. Like, you're not just doing a job. Like, this is a career path where we put our heart and soul into what we're doing as artists. If you do not have a why for putting your heart and soul into the work that you're doing, you're going to want to give up on it because it doesn't, there's nothing grounding you in it. There's no meaning to it that is deeper than surface level. But when you, as an artist, can intentionally remind yourself of your why again and again, which I've past episodes about this, where you can see, if you scroll back in my podcast, I have episodes about like how to figure out what your why is and how to know what it is. But you want to make sure that you are writing it down and reminding of yourself of it again and again. And that why, basically, again, you can go listen to any of my past episodes about it, but basically it's just like the reason that you're doing the thing you're doing. And it's rooted in like what you're passionate about. It's rooted in what you believe your calling is. There's a spiritual aspect to it if you want to go into that, of like praying to God and asking God, like, why did you give me this desire to be a singer? What impact do you want me to make on this earth? Like, yeah, we can get deep with it. We can get really deep with it because it is that deep. It actually is. And knowing your purpose is really, really important to helping you to keep going and not give up. But what you can do practically is you can write down your dream, write down your desire, write down your why again and again and again. Just like have a notebook where, like, when you are wanting to give up, you're writing down, you like ask yourself, why am I doing this thing? Journal about it, write it down in a notebook. Why am I even doing this? Because I know that I want to do X. Because I know that if I'm acting on stage, I'm able to tell stories that are helping, I'm able to, this is just an example, but maybe your why is like, when I'm acting on stage as a woman of color, I inspire other artists of color to go and to do their art. Amazing. That's an incredible why. Your why might be, when I sing these songs that I wrote, I'm telling stories that help other people who are going through a mental health challenge or depression or anxiety, because my lyrics that I write are in relation to mental health. That's amazing. What an amazing why, right? So like, sometimes you just get so caught up in like, okay, I'm trying to get better as a singer. I'm trying to level up my vocals. Oh, I need to work on my acting, my dance skills, that we forget, okay, no, like there is a deep meaning behind why I'm writing these songs and playing them, why I'm acting on stage, why I'm dancing, why I'm trying to sing in musicals. Like there's a deep reason behind why I'm teaching guitar, why I'm doing this other, I'm producing music. I want to be a female producer who inspires other women to produce music. I want to be da da da, like whatever it is, right? So write it down again and again and again and again. And when you forget it, go back to that note that you wrote down and remind yourself of that why, and that will help you keep going. These three things are crucial. If I had to add a bonus one, just like a fun little thing to drop in there of what you can do to keep yourself inspired, kind of related to the writing your dreams down, but also like talk about it to other people, like share what you're working on with other people, share, because sometimes I find that, like, if I'm just in my own world, I teach a lot from home, so I'm just like teaching lessons back to back, da da da. But then I can sometimes be like, okay, like just another day. But then when I start to tell someone, like, oh, what did you do today? Oh, I worked with this student on this song. Oh my gosh, we had such a great time, da da da. I start to light up a little bit because I'm telling someone else, like I'm just like recapping what I've been working on. And, in those moments, in those days and weeks where you're kind of doing the same thing of like doing outreach, or, trying to audition or teaching lessons or whatever that you're doing as an artist, and it becomes kind of like same old. Sometimes you can kind of lose some of that inspiration and motivation, but then when you start to tell people about what you're doing, it reminds you of like, wait, this is really cool. Like, I can't believe I'm doing what I love to do every single day. And so talking about it and talking about what you're doing and your dreams and the things that you're going for can also really keep you inspired. Like sharing it online, sharing it with your friend, your mom, your sister, your brother, your dad, like whoever, like just talk about what you're doing with people. And that is also a great way to keep yourself inspired when you are in this journey, because it will get tough. Like I said, you will have challenges, you will want to give up. Just know it's going to happen. If it hasn't happened yet, maybe you're at the beginning of your journey. I love that for you. Amazing. I'm so glad you're starting. You're going to want to give up at some point. These are things to write down so that you come back to this and you know to do these things whenever you feel like giving up. Okay. I hope this encourages you to keep going on your journey towards becoming a performer, a singer, an actor, dancer, musical theater artist, music and performing arts teacher, educator. I just hope this inspires you to keep going. I want you to know that I'm here for you. I'm cheering you on. Once again, here are the three tips and then the bonus tip for what to do in order to stay inspired. Number one, connect with other performers as much as possible. Come and join our collective, the waitlist for group classes at creativelybyestelle.com/collective, creativelybyestelle.com/collective, if you'd like to do group singing classes with me and with other performers. That's a great way to connect with other performers. But that's number one. Number two, go and see shows and concerts live. Number three, write down your dreams and your desires and remind yourself of your why over and over again. And bonus tip, go and tell other people about what you're doing as an artist to keep yourself inspired. That's all that I have for you. I hope you take this and run with it. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and to this show. I'm so in awe of you for being here and showing up for your creative gifts. That takes courage. Don't forget to join the performing arts community on Facebook for support and inspiration as you continue on your journey. If this episode helped or inspired you in any way, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and share it with someone. It means so much. Thank you again, and don't forget to keep singing, acting, dancing, performing, and living creatively. Talk to you next time.